Mira Kessler had survived war zones, rebel outposts, and 3 failed relationships, but the worst, by far, was mud. And yet, here she was, ankle-deep in the sticky green sludge of Planet Draven 9, being splattered head to toe by her latest charge, a 6-legged, fur-covered alien creature the size of a horse. "This is absurd," she grumbled, yanking a broken strap of her sanitation harness. The creature, a majestic, muscled beast with glowing amber eyes and matted obsidian fur, snorted defiantly. Its name was Rrrn'thal, which, in the Dravonian dialect, loosely translated to one who does not bathe. Naturally, Mira, a Tier 7 galactic behavioral tamer, had been hired to domesticate Rrrn'thal so he could be presented at the Interstellar Trade Summit as proof of peaceful integration. The only issue: the beast loathed water, and unfortunately, it stank like a fermenting compost pile. Mira also loathed water, but only when it involved dragging 800 pounds of alien testosterone into it. "Okay, buddy," she muttered, checking her digital schedule. "Bath days now. We can do this the easy way or the..." Rrrn'thal roared. Trees bent. Her tablet exploded. "All the way where I lose my eyebrows," she finished. Chapter 2, The Standoff. She'd tried everything. Sweet meat treats, he ate the drone that delivered them. Soothing sonic lullabies, he farted in rhythm. A mobile splash pool with holographic waterfalls, he lay on it and made farting noises again. "Look, Rrrn'thal," she said, trying her most diplomatic voice. "The stink is becoming sentient. I swear it's forming its own tribe." He snorted and turned his back. Mira sighed, wiping grime from her face. "I've got 1 day left. If you don't cooperate, they're going to replace me with a neural zapper." That made him pause. One giant golden eye turned toward her. There was intelligence there, stubborn, primal, but intelligent. She knelt beside him, ignoring the growl that vibrated her bones. "I don't want to hurt you. I just want you to not smell like a cursed asteroid's underpants." Silence. Then, to her shock, he rumbled softly. "Fine," she said, stunned. "You give me 1 chance. 1 bath. You like it? We do it again. You hate it, I quit. Deal?" He sneezed a loogie on her boots. "Close enough." Chapter 3, The Bath. The facility's underground hydro chamber was massive. High-pressured waterfalls, aroma-infused mists, and ambient lighting designed to ease even the most neurotic alien minds. Mira programmed the controls to mimic the climate of Rrrn'thal's native mountain forests. Misty, warm, moss-scented. He hesitated at the threshold. His fur bristled. She held her breath. "Rrrn, please." He stepped forward. Mira exhaled. With the grace of a prowling cat, Rrrn'thal padded into the bathing chamber. A wall of steam enveloped him. Then, plop, he sat in the central pool like a massive, surly sponge. The water hissed around his dirty fur, releasing a cloud of stench so powerful that Mira gagged and activated a level 3 air scrubber. "Sweet stars, you're fermenting from the inside out." Rrrn'thal blinked at her. She approached slowly with a long-handled scrubber. "Okay. Stay calm. I'm going to." The moment the brush touched his fur, the beast let out a guttural noise. Mira jumped back. "Whoa! Wait, was that a purr?" Rrrn'thal blinked again and, unmistakably, purred. Loudly. Like a jet engine wrapped in kittens. "Oh, my moons," Mira said, stunned. "You like this?" She resumed scrubbing, gentler this time. The purring deepened. The creature closed his eyes. His breathing slowed. Mira felt a smile tug at her lips. "Well, would you look at that? You're just a big fuzzy baby." He responded with a lazy, rumbling gurgle that may have been agreement. Chapter 4, The Bond. Over the next 2 hours, Mira did what no one else in the galaxy had managed. She bathed Rrrn'thal completely. She detangled mats the size of dinner plates. She buffed his tusks. She even clipped his rear claws, during which he only tried to bite her once. Progress. As the session wound down, she sat beside the soaking beast, both of them exhausted. "You're not what I expected," she murmured, rubbing her sore shoulders. "Everyone thinks you're just a brute." Rrrn'thal nudged her gently with his massive head, knocking her off balance. She laughed. Okay. You're still a brute. But maybe not just." For a long moment, the creature simply lay there, content in the warm water, letting Mira lean against his shoulder. Something shifted in her then. A warmth. A connection. She'd never had a bond like this with any of her other charges, not even the singing lemurs of Tau Zeti Prime. "You're not gonna make this easy for me, are you?" she whispered. He licked her hair. Gross. Chapter 5, The Threat. The next morning, Mira was summoned to the director's office. The trade summit had moved up. They wanted Rrrn'thal parade ready in 24 hours. And they'd brought in a neural zapper, just in case. "You can't be serious." Mira snapped. "I've made real progress." He even purred. The director, a smooth-faced bureaucrat named Veljern, raised an eyebrow. He purred. "Yes." Involuntarily. "That's not the point." Jern leaned back. "If he misbehaves tomorrow, we lose a trade treaty with 5 systems. Are you willing to bet on your beast?" Mira gritted her teeth. "He's not a beast. He's Rrrn'thal. And yes, I'll bet on him." "Fine. One shot. No mistakes." Chapter 6, The Summit. The trade summit was a spectacle of chrome and robes. Delegates from across the galaxy sat in crystal chairs, sipping antimatter cocktails. And in the center, on a raised dais, stood Mira in formal handler garb beside a glistening, groomed Rrrn'thal. He was magnificent. Clean, sleek, proud. The delegates gasped as he stepped forward and gave a deep, echoing bow. Mira beamed. Then, just as she turned to announce his readiness, a loud crack echoed from above. A faulty drone short-circuited and plummeted toward the dais, directly at Mira. Rrrn'thal moved faster than thought. He leapt between her and the drone, swatted it midair with a roar, and wrapped Mira in a protective curl of his limbs. The room went silent. Mira, safe inside the circle of his body, peeked up at his amber eyes. He purred. Chapter 7, The Ending. The summit was a success. Rrrn'thal was declared the ambassadorial symbol of unity between species. Mira was promoted and offered a seat on the Intergalactic Council. She declined. Instead, she chose to remain on Draven 9, building a sanctuary for misunderstood alien creatures, with Rrrn'thal as her partner and protector. Every morning, they bathed together. Willingly. And every time Mira pulled out the brush, he purred like a kitten. She still hated baths. But now, she loved what came with them. A friendship. A bond. And a beast who taught her that even the wildest creatures just want to feel safe, clean, and loved.